Welcome back to this grasshopper routine where we're going to look at the construction of a parametric brick wall. Now in this series I've saved off the routine as stage 4, so if you open up the final of stage 3 and keep working on that, you should reach the point of stage 4, which this will be saved as at the end. Now if we can just come into the end part of this routine through here. Now, what the aim of this section is to start looking at this brick wall and see what can we do to it to actually make it a little bit more interesting, or to give it another parametric input. So to do that, what I'm going to propose is we look at the odd number courses, and let's try, and every single brick we will do a parametric rotation so that we can do a pattern in the brick wall. So in order to do that, so my odd numbered courses is the top row through here. Now we've got a dispatch list through there, and that dispatch list we're going to use as the input for a new parametric routine. Now because I want to do every second brick as a modification, I'm actually going to dial up another dispatch function, and we'll go true false. So what we'll do is we might just change that boolean to false, true, commit changes. So that way it will leave the first brick alone and then do the modification to the second brick. So what we're going to do is that instead of going into the box directly there, we're actually going to bring this list in to here, and let's detach, oops, that one there. Now that we've got our dispatch here, what we want to do is rotate the bricks. Now there's two ways we can look at this. Now we can go into the Euclidean under the transform menu and rotate an object in a plane. Now if we do that, what will happen is that there's the potential that the rotation won't be consistent as we anticipate, but an alternative perhaps is to rotate the whole plane. Now you could try the rotation through the transformation and see if that works, but I'm going to do it this way because I've tested it and it works. So let's go to rotate plane and we'll pop that in there. Okay, so here's our rotation plane there. Now it's looking for the inputs, the plane to rotate, and it's looking for the angle that it wants to rotate at. Now if we go into the help menu here, the one thing to note here is that the rotation around the z-axis is in radians, so we have to be careful there. So if we put a number slider here, and because we want to rotate it through 360 degrees, we can go 360, and we'll call it brick rotation. Okay, so there we go, we can dial that through there. We have our brick rotation, and we might actually state that that's in angles. We need to convert 360 degrees into radians. Now to do that, there is a converter. So if we go radians, there we go. So it can take an input in degrees and convert that into radians so that it works through there. Okay. So we've got two lots of lists here. So because we're going false true, we're going to put the number A in there, and if we look at every second brick, we can see now that we've got a rotating plane there. Now if we dial it into here, sorry, holding the shift key down, we can see that we can rotate every second one, but unfortunately we're missing the bricks through here because we've actually filtered it out through this point here. So what we need to do, in fact, is to weave the output of the operation of rotation in with the dispatch, which is the standard brick that we've rejected through here. So we can do that, and it is called weave. And we can come through here, and what it's looking for is the first input stream and then the second input stream. So if we go help through there, you can see we can do a number of input streams through there, and it'll weave according to how the order of the data that it's collected. But you can look at that. So if the streams are of different lengths, then the weave that you get will be a little bit different. Okay. So what we'll do is that instead of going straight into here, what we'll do is that we'll take this stream of data, plug it into there, we'll disconnect this one there, and then we'll take the second dispatch through there. It's woven those two data streams together, and now if I pop that in there, you'll see that the two lots of bricks are now in place, and whilst the first lot of bricks remains untouched because it's coming through this way, the second lot of bricks through here will have this rotation angle, so we can then dial in different angles and that through there. Now you can then start to play around and see how we can develop tools to make this wall a little bit more interesting, or perform in a different way, maybe make a screen. And we can do that by inserting different tools at different points along this routine. So I'll leave it there, and we'll come back and then we'll start to clean up this routine, which is starting to get a little bit unruly.